welcome back to my channel. Happy 2017. I know that it's been a little bit since I have put up a video, but I wanted to start this year off fresh and also with a really good sense of direction of where I wanted my channel to go this year. So I figured that my first video this year would be a skincare video because I really want to start focusing a lot more on my skincare. I know that I do slack a lot from time to time. I go to bed with some of my makeup still on, which is terrible for your skin. So I really wanted to start off this year by doing a really in-depth skincare routine, what I do and what I hopefully can look back at the end of the year to see how it has progressed and how I have grown, and hopefully that I have maintained that skincare routine. So if you are interested in seeing what products I am currently using for skincare, please keep watching. So to start with, I do want to say that I know that I don't do a lot of drugstore videos or maybe affordable makeup on my channel, and that is one thing that I do want to change this year. However, with skincare, I definitely do not skimp on skincare. I do pay a good amount of money for most of the products that I use because as I am starting to get a little bit older, I definitely see that skincare is crucial, and I've wasted a few really good years on just using some cheaper products, some things that, oh, you know, it's kind of more of a novelty product than things that really would help my skin stay youthful, stay hydrated, and look its best. So I will say that there are some really good products in the drugstore, but I just find that my skin is very sensitive, so it does respond a lot better to some of the higher end products, of course, right? So one of the very first things that I do each day, I make sure that I keep my face pretty clean, and I've been doing a really good job since the new year because that was definitely one of my goals, is to make sure that I am not going to bed with makeup on. I get lazy and it is so terrible for my skin, but I'm really trying to make a better effort. So a few of the products that I use as far as cleansing my face. One is the Fresh Soy Face Cleanser for all skin types, and I have used this probably over a year now. It's super gentle for your skin and it really leaves your skin feeling clean and fresh. So the name definitely fits. I use this normally in the morning, and I will use it with one of the, I believe this is called a konjac sponge. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but it's kind of a smushy, it's really hard when it dries out and you put water on it and then it becomes very smushy. So I use these two normally in the morning, and I will sometimes use it also at night, especially if I have done a full face of makeup. To exfoliate my face, which I am trying to not do every day. I think that last year I was really into wanting to make sure that my skin was very smooth, but then I started to dry my face out. So I'm still trying to find a happy medium and the balance for that. One of the things I have started using in the last few weeks is this cleanser, and it is from Murad. It is an AHA BHA exfoliating cleanser, and it looks like this. Now, what I do with this is I do not use this every day. It is definitely a good exfoliator. So for my skin, I'm just kind of gauging on what the need is. Is it every other day, maybe every 2 days? Because I also use my Clarisonic still, which is still going very strong. I love this product. I'm finding that if I use it every single day, my skin is not, I don't want to say fragile, but my skin is very sensitive, so it leaves it a little bit more red, so I have to go to every other day. Now, when I don't actually use the Clarisonic, I can see a huge difference in my skin as far as the texture, so I do make sure that I use it at least 4 times a week. So after your face is nice and cleansed, the next thing that I personally am starting to use is something to help with the fine lines that are starting. It must be from the wisdom because it's definitely not from age. But I am starting to use the Murad Professional Eye Lift Firming Treatment. And I just received this for Christmas in a kind of like a gift set. So I'm still using this, and I'm looking to see what kind of repair and treatment that it offers. So far, I've been really pleased with that. And I normally, when I do this, because I do not use these every single day, I will use the eye lifting treatment maybe 4 times a week. And then I will use the Murad Rapid Collagen Infusion, which these are both their step 2 of their line because there are 4 steps. And the face treatment is like this, and I will put this normally all over my face and also underneath my chin. So I will do a small demo, and this actually comes with these fun little eye pads, so you can kind of make your own under eye patches, and I'm going to do that now actually. So the directions say to apply 5 pumps to each under eye area in a generous layer. So 5 pumps is a lot, I have found. So I normally start with 3, and I just go right underneath my eye and apply a generous layer, as it says. Make sure that you don't get this in your eye because it doesn't feel good. I find that 3 pumps is sufficient for my under eye area because it's not, luckily I don't have a lot of super thick lines and things that I'm trying to get to firm up. So maybe you just kind of have to determine what kind of repair you want underneath your eye. So that's actually 2 pumps, at which I could stay, but I'll do 3 to keep it even. And you don't rub it in. And then you just put this right underneath. And it's kind of like the eye patches that you would buy, kind of like the ones I'm used to buying at Sephora, only it's definitely a higher end product. But I do love my Sephora ones, don't get me wrong. And the directions on this say to apply and leave on for 10 to 15 minutes. And when we are finished, we will lift them off and gently pat in any excess product. So while I have this on, I'm going to use the other Murad product, and just to put that on the parts of my face that are not exposed under the pads. And this is normally, I've been doing this for about three times a week or so. Sometimes 4, it just depends, because I do have some other products that I'm using as well. But this one, it smells very clean and it's not real heavy, which is nice. And I normally will do this at night. I don't have time in the morning because Mama likes to sleep. So, and I just put a very thin layer of this on, and I just pat and kind of rub. I don't pull really hard at my skin. We will let all that sit, and we'll be back in about 10 minutes. So it's been about 11 minutes. So we are going to take these off, and you can tell that when they've been on long enough if you're going to try this product out, because it does kind of dry up a little bit. So you just kind of pat in very gently what is left over. And I can always feel the biggest difference right in this area and right here. For some reason, it just feels very tight, which is nice. So I'm also using this by Dr. Brandt. It is called Time Arrest Laser Tight. And I did pick this up when I was back in the States. So I've kind of been using that along with the Murad interchangeably. I'm really trying to focus more on the Murad products just to see if that is a brand that will work for me, because I have several things from Dr. Brandt that I really like. But I've been using both of those at least the past 2 weeks, not so much this last week, I should say. I did pretty much just use the Murad product. So, but the Dr. Brandt is also really good for the spot tightening and that sort of thing. And I use that in that same area underneath my eyes. And I've also used it right here as well. So after you have put on any serums and things like that, then the next step is to moisturize. And this is another new product that surprisingly I am full on. I am definitely a big fan. And this is the JCMS Pure Argan Milk. It's an intensive hydrating treatment. And I will normally use this at night right before I go to bed. I can also use this in the morning. I just have to change how much of the product I use. So this product is actually pretty interesting. It just looks like milk, but it's definitely a thicker consistency. And then it goes on and it dries pretty sheer. It dries pretty much sheer. So it says that you are to use 3 to 5 drops of this for your entire face. So we will do that. It's kind of hard to get the drops out. Again, I start with 3 and just put that between my hands. And I tend to press it everywhere and just let my face kind of soak that in. Now the instructions say 3 to 5 drops, and if I'm sleeping and I want some really good hydration overnight, I will use this because I can wake up in the morning and my face has absorbed almost all the products, so I'm not real greasy when I wake up, and it has not broken my skin out, which is also another positive. And after that, what I will do is I will take a drop of the JCMS, and this is the pure argan oil from her, which I have been a fan of for quite some time. And I normally just take 2 drops of it, very little bit, and I just rub that together, and I just put this right here because this, for some reason, from flying home and flying back, has been a problem area for me. I'm not sure why. And then I just take the rest of it and just go right over that moisturizing the milk product from JCMS. So I will have all of the products linked down at the bottom for you so you can review. But for now, this is my face routine. If I was putting on makeup, I would actually go in and begin putting on my foundation right after this because my skin is moisturized. It has my serums on it, so I'm actually ready to apply makeup. Or if I wanted to actually use this as my before I go to bed routine, I can do the same because I don't really do a very big difference for morning and for night other than the exfoliating, which was my cleansing step. So I'd love to hear what you are using for skincare. If you have any products that you recommend, I'm always open to trying new ones. Again, if you have any questions, please leave them down in the comment box below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Bye, guys.